coincidentally, during that same time, that egg crisis was still going on. So then the Fort Worth Star-Telegram reached out through email and they said, hey, the egg crisis that's going on, we would love to do an interview on you and your farm and see what you're doing. And I said, okay, that would be awesome. And they came a week later, they did the interview, they took some photos, and she asked me some questions. It was all like, they do paper newspapers, but I didn't realize how big they were. And then not too long after that, CBS Texas reached out. They said, hey, we saw your farm on Google, you have great reviews, we would love to come to your farm and do a segment on you. I said, of course, let's do it. And so we scheduled a time. Not even a week later, they came out, they did a whole segment on me. And towards the end of February, they posted it, and I really didn't even know when they were gonna post it. It was more so when they did it. And I remember one day being home towards the end of February, waking up to my phone just dinging, like ding, ding. And I was like, what is going on? And I woke up to that noise. So I look over, turn over my phone, and I'm getting orders. There's egg subscription orders, just one after another, after another, after another. It's within seconds that they're coming. I was like, what is going on? I didn't even understand. One of my customers had reached out and told me, they said, hey, you're on the front page of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. And I was like, what? No way. And they said, yeah. They sent me a photo, and I was like, oh, wow. And so then I put two and two together. I was like, that's what it was. And so that blew me up like wildfire. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I couldn't believe it. And I was still in bed. I was like, look how many orders I'm getting. I couldn't believe it. And I remember thinking, I was like, I'm not going back to work. But I still did. And then not too long after that, CBS Texas released their new segment they did on me.
Michael Jimenez hopes to catch up on a 347 dozen egg backlog because of a cold snap in February. He owns JMZ Farms in Bridgeport, which originated, he says, from a chick he got at church on Easter Sunday.
It's a big interest whenever they see, oh, he's the owner of the farm, he runs the farm, and he's Latino, because you tend to see my kind of people working the farms, not owning them. So we're changing things around here.
In Bridgeport, Marvin Hurst, CBS News, Texas.